Lydia, can I talk to you about something important? Is now a good time?
Sure, Richard. What's on your mind?
Well, have you ever thought about our future? Like, getting married?
Marriage? Wait, are you proposing or something?
You could say that. But how would you feel if I asked you to marry me now? Would you be happy?
Yes, of course.
But what if I also asked you to quit your job after we get married?
What? Why?
I might need to move back to my hometown soon. You know my parents have their own business, right?
Yes, you mentioned they own a small business.
They want me to take over the family business at some point. So if we get married, I'd like you to quit your job and come back home with me.
Hold on. Isn't your older brother supposed to take over the family business?
About that, turns out my brother and his girlfriend eloped. So now the responsibility falls on me.
Can't you refuse? I thought you didn't want to be involved in the family business.
But if I decline, there's no one else to take over. And I've always been a bit envious of my brother, who was first in line for that position. So it's not that I don't want to be involved.
Well, if you're not being forced into it. But leaving my current job, and on top of that, moving to your hometown? That's a lot to process right now.
What? Don't you want to?
It's not that I don't want to. But I've finally landed my dream job, something I've worked hard for. I don't know if I can just leave it all behind.
I see. In that case, I guess we have to break up.
Huh? Break up?
Well, if you're not willing to leave your job and move back to my hometown, there doesn't seem to be any other choice, right? So I suppose this is the end.
Wait. Just like that? We've been together for 6 years. You do realize that, right?
But if you won't move with me, and if you don't want to leave your job, how can we get married? Discussing back and forth seems pointless.
That's true, but couldn't we handle this in a more considerate way?
Also, if things don't work out between us, I need to let the other person know as well.
What other person are you talking about?
Remember when I went back home last weekend? Well, my parents set me up on a date with this girl, and
What? A date? And you tried to hide that from me? Isn't that cheating?
no, it's not like that. We're not actually dating or anything. We just hung out and went out to eat a few times. But the girl seems really interested in me, and her family wants me to consider marrying her.
What? That's absurd. So if things don't work out between us, you'll just go and marry someone else? That doesn't even make sense. So basically, I'm just a backup plan. Do you think I'm stupid or something?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that she's the only daughter of one of my parents' clients. And they're very wealthy, so marrying her would benefit our business. You know what they say about marrying into money. So my parents are pushing me to marry her too. But I've been delaying it because of us. However, she's just as attractive as you. It's hard to say which one of you is prettier.
Huh? Hold on. So you went on a date with another girl while we're together. And now you want to compare who's prettier. Are you with me just for my looks?
That's not what I meant. Are you angry? I'm sorry.
I don't think you understand. Whatever, I don't care anymore. We can break up, and you can do whatever you want.
Really? Are you sure? I'm truly sorry it has to end this way. But I believe you'll find someone better right away. I genuinely hope you find happiness.
Fine, whatever. Thanks for wasting the past 6 years of my life. Goodbye.
Hey, Lydia. How are you? You won't believe what's been happening to me. It feels like everyone hates me or something. Remember my brother who eloped? He suddenly came back home. Now my parents want him to take over the family business. Moreover, he's going to live at my parents' house with his wife and kids. So they expect me to move out. I worked hard to learn about the family business. I've been living at home this whole time to support my parents. It's as if they completely forgot about me as soon as my brother returned. Can you believe that? Hey, are you even listening?
I'm currently at work. I don't have time to deal with your issues. Why are you messaging me anyway? Our relationship has been over for years now.
I know we're not together anymore, but still. Can you let me vent a little?
Huh? I really don't understand why I should listen to all of this. Share your self-centered banter with your parents or your wife.
Well, yeah. But my parents are too occupied with spoiling my brother and his family. And when I mentioned that my parents want me to move out, my wife confessed that she had been cheating on me for a while. So she left with our child and now lives with her lover. I'm all alone now. It's as if my parents no longer need me since my brother is taking over the business. And they treat me like an outsider. Can you believe that?
Frankly, I couldn't care less. Whatever is happening in your personal life doesn't concern me.
Well, anyway, I'm considering getting a divorce. I never realized how stubborn wealthy people can be. And it became too much for me. I'm also thinking about leaving my parents' company and moving elsewhere. I want to sever all ties with my family.
Okay. Just do whatever you want.
So, Lydia, do you want to get back together?
You must be joking, right?
I married my wife because my parents wanted me to. But I haven't been able to stop thinking about you. I should have refused taking over the company and married you instead. It's been my biggest regret all this time. So, let's get married now.
In case you didn't know, I'm happily married now. And I have 2 kids.
What?
I don't know why you assumed I was still single. How many years do you think have passed since we broke up? I got married 4 years ago. And I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old now.
You're kidding, right? But you said it would make you so happy if we got married. How could you do this? Why would you marry someone else and not wait for me?
That was all before you wanted to move back home to marry that rich girl. What made you think I would wait around for you? Did you expect me to wait until you got divorced? Like I'm some loyal pet? Besides, you're the one who said I would find someone better. Or did you forget about that part?
No, I remember saying that, but you could have at least let me know if you were getting married. You didn't even invite me to your wedding.
No one invites their ex to their wedding. We're not friends or anything.
But I left my wife and my parents' house with the intention of starting over with you. Are you going to betray me too? I have nowhere to go. Where am I supposed to live?
That's your problem, not mine. don't try to drag me into this. It has nothing to do with me. You did this all to yourself.
Why is all this happening to me? My brother suddenly appears and takes over my position. My parents want to kick me out despite everything I've done for them. My wife leaves me to live with her lover and takes our child as well. And you go and get married without even telling me. This is so messed up.
Can you please stop complaining already? I'm sorry things didn't go as planned with your family business. But you never even mentioned any of this to me. And you were the one who decided to move back home. You chose to leave me. Someone who genuinely believed we had a future together. For a wealthier person. Why don't you stop making a big fuss and take action? If you don't want to give up your position, why don't you talk to your brother about it? And if you want a divorce, take your wife to court already.
I know, but I can't.
How can you act tough with me but lack confidence in front of your own family? You had no problem breaking up with me back then.
Well, I was younger. And I can't just do whatever I want anymore. What if my brother decides to leave again or something?
Isn't that exactly what you want? I really don't understand you. There's no point in discussing this. It's just a waste of time. I'm busy, so I'm going to go. Actually, I'm going to block you. So please don't contact me again.
No. Don't do that. Why would you want to block me?
Because I don't have time to deal with your indecisiveness. And besides, we're not even friends. You were so quick to turn your back on me. But now that you're being rejected, you don't know how to handle it. What a loser!
What the hell? What do you mean by that? What did I do wrong? What am I supposed to do now?
Figure it out yourself. This is so frustrating. There's one thing I know for sure. I'm glad I didn't marry someone as selfish and cowardly as you. Goodbye.
No, wait. Lydia.
In the end, Richard remained with his parents' company. And despite being separated from his wife, they didn't officially divorce. Additionally, he made the decision to continue working under his brother's supervision. However, shortly after his brother assumed control of the business, he obtained a significant loan using the company's name, and then vanished without a trace. Given the circumstances, Richard assumed the role of the company's interim president. Yet due to the enormous debt, no banks were willing to assume the company's liabilities, resulting in all the employees leaving. Adding to his troubles, his wife served him divorce papers, and his parents mysteriously disappeared overnight. He finds himself trapped with no way out, sinking deeper into trouble. I can't help but feel sorry for how his family treated him. Nonetheless, it seems that he is facing the consequences of his actions. Karma coming back to haunt him.